Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I felt the need to come back in and make a comment, a brief statement. It's about our democracy and who I am and what I stand for. I don't want to come in and act like I'm ready to go and battle against the country that I've been born to and that I so dearly love. But I'm in a place where I wake up. I'm an individual. I live with a disability. I have multiple sclerosis. I have a child with a brain tumor. And I wake up every day faithfully trying to take care of both of our disabilities, for better words. Anyway, to wake up one day and you find out that someone has stolen your identity and took your things. I don't work. I'm not allowed to work over 40 hours or 20 hours in a given work period. But at the same token, I took upon myself to try to get online and try something at trying to do an online business. And I went about that. And like I said, in the process of that, I was doing some gambling in between that. And in the process of that, I had came across some money. And within that adventure, I called myself getting into an online business. And the individual that I got into the business where I was independent. I'm independent now, and I continue to be independent. Well, the individual, long story short, that established this, that set up this business for me, wound up defrauding me out of $400,000. Now, with that being said, this is the same individual. Him and his wife goes on. Now, this guy at this time was just an individual who was aiming to try to set me up in the business, get me going. Like I said, defrauded me out of the money, out of some money. He didn't take nothing from me, which hurt me to that point to where I didn't even know this had occurred until probably within the last 2 years. And this is where all this madness is starting to come out at. So in between that time, I was online. Like I said, in the process, I'm gambling. I'm trying to create businesses, and then not only that, I'm on Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes plan. At which time, I'm winning like some of everything off of this program. Individual by the name of Danielle Lane was working for Publishers Clearinghouse, a prize patrol agent. This individual got with this guy that set me up, staged my business and defrauded my business. And I don't know how, for some odd reason, this guy is working in some justice system or some, was it his part-time job? I don't know how all this came about, but the same individuals, this Danielle Lane and this guy Devin, these are the two parties that, like I said, created this illusion around me, and this was all because of the winnings and things that were coming from Publishers Clearinghouse. These people were rewriting this stuff, creating false narratives around it, creating things for themselves, a lifestyle for themselves with my belongings. Now, with that being said, like I said, they both at this time was working through the justice system. Now, creating all this smoke screen. First and foremost, the people created false birth certificates around who I am and all this. Death certificates, life insurance policies, you name it. All of it went into play around who I am. And so, like I said, they even took on the place of trying to place themselves in a place like they fostered, like they took me on as a foster kid. And that's far from the truth. I am 55 years of age. I've never been handed to anyone. I was being cared for by two beautiful parents who still live today. And like I said, with that being said, these individuals or are behind a criminal enterprise. And so really when all this broke within the last 2 years and I started catching on and getting wind of whatever was going on, everything from A to Z started being created, false investigations, whatever have you, all kind of false narratives around, how they're going to clean this up. And I'm still dealing with it. I'm still trying to comb through this tooth and nail, trying to clean this up. And I just want my story out there so people will know the truth. These two individuals are really fascinating, and not only that, like I said, I'm not here to try to bash this system, this government, this democracy that I live in. Like I said, I just woke up to the problem. Like I said, I'm an individual with a disability. I got a child with a disability. Like I said, I have multiple sclerosis. I deal with a son who has a brain tumor. I don't have this in me to try to keep fighting off. These people been coming at me with spiritual warfare, not only spiritual warfare, dark energy. I'm talking about dark energy from witchcraft, you name it. And all this is just, like I said, an aim to try to put a smoke screen up to clear the record. So, hey, you know what? Whatever they can do to me, they can write me off. But you know what? I belong to somebody. I have a family that loves me. I am a citizen of this society, that has a place in society, who wants to be a taxpayer and doing things with my life instead of having some criminals come in my life and try to rewrite my life that works for the justice system and try to undermine and underwrite me off like I'm a nobody. I praise God to the utmost, and I don't know where they stand as far as, their faith and who they believe in, but I stand to believe in the Most High God that I stand by and that stands by me. And I'm not going to stand here and act like whatever's happening to me is not happening. And that's the only reason why you see my face right now, because I'm not accepting whatever tension or retention that they're trying to do with their false narratives, trying to strike fear into me. I come from the streets, I come from gangs, I come from all of that. So you can't put fear in me to scare me in a sense to where I'm going to go somewhere running off. I'm running to the problem. I'm not running away from the problem. Only thing is, I'm smart enough to not put myself in a situation to get caught up with the law behind this. Now, whatever is going on, I'm trying to do this decently in order and handle this like, a sovereign citizen, that has some sense and knowing how to act, because I don't want to act in an irrational manner. That's what they want me to do, is act off cue, and go and do something that I'm a regret. But you know what? I serve an almighty God today that's given me a calm to forgive these people first and foremost, because, it's been situations that came in play like, these people went from being my parents to love affair, three-way love affair connections, attachments to me, and the wife trying to spiritually wed me, be married to me, and it's just a whole list of bull crap going on that I don't even fly with. And it's like, I'm not even going to play into all this. And like I said, I'm just letting God play with this and play it out. And I'm following his lead on how to deal with this. And believe me, this is real. When I speak spiritual, I'm talking about real spiritual leadership. And I'm not going to sit here and play this game with no one and act like, I'm going to take this land down. So I'm just saying in the sense of me trying to do things decently and in order, I'm trying to bring some sense to this. Now, how it falls on you, because you broke the law, that's clear. Whoever's involved with this, they broke the law. And they need to clean their mess up. And that's all I'm simply saying here. And I'm not finna sit back and act like, I'm not bothered by this. I'm truly bothered by this. And then in the sense of what's going on now, all this fake behavior, and this is what the problem is, that these people work in the system their friends and colleagues and all this are trying to put smoke screens up around what they're doing, trying to aim and point the blame on me for coming to the justice system where I'm a taxpayer or I'm just a citizen altogether, and I want the answers and get the needed answers, and so bad, so unfortunately that the criminals that you're looking for are the same criminals you work with. So this is the crazy part, and I'm talking about people from the highest places in the government all the way down to the lower, to the bottom, and it's sad. So you take a look at yourself and take a look at your families and look at, what do you value within the families you're bringing into this world versus what I got. I got someone that loves me just like you got someone that loves you. I'm not going to sit here and let you take me away from my family and not stand up and give an account for who I am. Just like I know you're not going to do this, do it like that. But the one thing I want to make sense about all this here is, is the thing about it. It ain't what you do, is how you do things. Now, all this here could have been swept under the rug had everybody just came clean and, okay, this is the situation. It didn't even have to come all the way. It's got so far to hand now. It's like, it's so much going on. It's too much going on now. So, and like I said, I've been trying to isolate this matter with just getting the needed answers I need to clear my name up so I can get my life back on to track on where I need to be going with my life. But I'm going to leave it like that. Like I said, I got a job to do. I'm going to do my job, and that's fill my role and take my position, because ain't nobody finna sit here and prostitute my gifts. Ain't nobody finna sit here and prostitute my name and burden me and think, hey, you're going to take it like that. Hey, or we're going to do this. And I ain't done a thing out here. I'm going to stand up and do whatever I can to fight for my human rights, my civil rights, my due process rights to be a citizen. I can see if I was a criminal out here creating all this havoc. I'm a gang member destroying society. I'm a pillar in society. I've been doing things in society to bring harmony to society, and this is the thanks I get. Not only that, I'm a disabled individual, making my way through life with a family that's still living with disabilities. And this is how we get stepped up. We're gonna step on the poor and unfortunate. We're gonna just make a life out of it. We're gonna make a life off of these people, because guess what? They don't have a say in the world to say anything. That's wrong. That's truly wrong. And by the grace of God be my witness. I pray, Lord. I pray that, like I said, you handle this, and you are handling this, and I thank you. I thank you for every action that you've taken on my behalf in this manner. This is crazy, but you know what? I'm going to leave it at that. And I just wanted the truth, like I said, to get out here. And like I said, he's came to bring the truth. And what the answers I've received, I'm overwhelmed with the outcome of this matter as it's unfolding.